President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is really controlling the opposition and the ruling party. I repeat, the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is in control of the opposition and the ruling party because of the kind of leadership we have in Nigeria today. You that are watching me, what does it take to be a leader? If they give you the position of a local government chairman and they give you 100 million naira, you that are watching me, just build road, just build school, just build hospital. Finish. You see local government chairmen all over Nigeria, they will just build 1 kilometer road. They will start praising themselves for 4 years. They will just build schools and hospitals. They start praising themselves for 4 years. And they have done everything a leader has to do. In Nigeria, leadership is psychophancy. Leadership are people that are visionless. They have no ideology. That's why a Tinubu can be able to control the opposition and the ruling party. We don't have quality leadership in Nigeria. And also quality followership. The people where they follow the leaders, most of them now mumu. You see a local government chairman, he will build one road and he will bring canopy. Everybody will be praising. Why won't Tinubu collapse the structure of the PDP and Labour Party? Because we have leaders that are nothing to write home about. Why won't Tinubu be controlling the PDP through a wiki and using Abure to also hold his interest in Labour Party, making sure that P2B is partyless, making sure that those that won the election 2023 become partyless, and if they become partyless, they will have no other choice than to enter the APC. Sometimes you will not blame all these guys because PDP, who wants to run as governor in any election now, PDP, where's your secretary that is going to sign your form that you used to run for election? So PDP is paralyzed, Labour Party is shaky because we don't have leaders that have vision, that have integrity. We have sycophants. If another Tinubu rise again with another party called YPP, if another party rise, YPP, these same politicians from Delta State, Ibori and Co., they will dump the party structure of APC and collapse it into YPP. That is why a Tinubu can be able to control this bunch of visionless people. If I tell you that P2B and Atiku, they did not, Atiku is not the one that founded the PDP. P2B is not the one that founded the Labour Party. How do they come and create a coalition or a merger? Buhari founded the CPC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu the ACN. It was easy for them to come and have a merger and come together. So under what portfolio would Atiku and Obi come together for a coalition? Except they are going to come just like that. When I see journalists reporting about P2B, I hear them say ex-presidential candidate of Labour Party. That means there's a lot the opposition is doing to cripple these opposition parties in quote and make sure that P2B and Atiku look partyless. How is that possible? Because we have bunch of, I don't know how to call them. These guys, I don't know. We don't have leaders in Nigeria. And we don't have a followership. Followership, likewise Mugu. Leaders are also Mugu. Now, this is another plan. Yes. Mba, Adeleke, Alex Oti, others shelve defection plans as opposition reconsiders move to APC. I told you before, the beginning of this year, that Alex Oti is going to go to the APC. And also recently, Mba Adeleke preparing to go to the APC. Now there's a report that they have shelved their defection plans. My brother, this one a game that they play. We are playing game with the minds of Nigerians. So that it will not look like APC is running a one-party system. It will not look so obvious that APC is running a one-party system. When the time is right, these people are going to move to the next party. APC has not finished with the PDP and the Labour Party. They will make sure that Tinubu, see, most of the governors are campaigning for Tinubu, we know that. I told you before, number one thing that Tinubu wants to achieve as Nigeria's president is to stay in power for 8 years. And also expand his political dynasty, his political kingdom, connection and networking. Make sure that he's one of the solid cabals in Nigeria. You know one thing about old men? Old men, they cannot change. They become worse in their own attitude. If you're expecting change from an old person, my brother, they become worse. When they have power, when they hold on to something, at an old age, they prefer they die than to leave that thing. When they are helpless, they are helpless. But when they have an opportunity to look at Cameroonian president, look at over 90 years, still they are voting for him. It tells you a lot about these people. So he wants to build this dynasty. Some people will be surprised. But this man is old. What is he needing all this money for? What do they need power for? Even at old age, they don't want greed. So not that there's so many things special, but because the system, Tinubu has been able to manipulate the system in his favor. We divide and rule, and also use EFCC, DSS to attack so many people that have skeleton in their cupboard. Most of our politicians have skeleton in their cupboard. That's why Tinubu, it's easy for Tinubu to control them. So forget all the English they are speaking. Forget all the English. Now the problem is, would we have a coalition soon? That is the problem. It is now North and South. I've said this, whatever coalition they are going to bring from anywhere, from the heavens and the earth, it must feature a Southern person as presidential candidate. Whatever coalition. If they don't want it, let Tinubu continue as president. If there's no coalition that is going to come and bring out a Southerner as president, let Tinubu continue as president. That is simple and short. We are not looking, see, even the Nigeria you are talking about, Nigeria is irredeemable. It is just left for people to just restructure and go their separate ways. That's just the only thing you mean. Except politicians want to start catching crews. When they enter power, they catch crews, they collect money, they build houses, they build companies, they feel good, they spend Nigerian money. But for the people to benefit when it comes to development, my brother, forget about Nigeria. Forget about all these. When people see, you see big buildings, companies declaring profit. These companies that are declaring profit, there's money in Nigeria, my brother. There's money in Nigeria, forget. But the money will not circulate because it is in the hands of few. And if few are organizing themselves and pushing themselves upward, away from the people. Government is about the people, the masses, the large number of people, democracy. One issue with democracy is that it depends on who the people are. Those days, the people were the masses, Nigerians. But these days, the people are the elite. The elite will always be richer and richer and richer. They will declare profit, using that to bamboozle you. While you don't have water, you pay for your security, you pay expensive for light, you pay expensive for fuel, you pay expensive for transportation, you give yourself loan, expenses for healthcare, which the government is supposed to primarily provide for Nigerians. But because the system is rigged against the people. So how do we get our opposition? This is what Wike said recently about opposition. He said, Peter Obi won't agree to run with Atiku. Atiku won't allow him for president. The coalition is dead. That is one of the big problems. The North will not want to bring down their ego for Peter Obi to run under a coalition if there's going to be any coalition. Because I see what the APC wants to do is to make sure that Peter Obi does not have a party he's going to run on. When they first destroy Labour Party using Abure, Peter Obi will not see any party. The same Labour Party that is threatening Alex Otti, they will sanction Alex Otti. Then when they sanction him now, Alex Otti use opportunity, move to APC. We know how the game is played now. We know how the game is played. You sanction him. Labour Party that is supposed to be protecting its own. Over the years, it has not tasted power as it tasted 2023, and as it is tasting now. They have not tasted power, but they are just fighting their leaders left, right, center. Labour Party had an opportunity to make itself popular, like the PDP, the NMPP, and the APC. But imagine somebody, because of his greed, wants to just destroy the party. And if you listen to Aburi, he's saying that we are working towards to building structures, to making more people join the party. My brother, only you and your family members now then go to remain for Labour Party. Come 2027, the people made Labour Party. The obedient movement made Labour Party. It's only you and your family members that you might get 1 or 2 or 3 people as members of House of Assembly. But by 2031, Labour Party, if they still move on this trajectory, they will be long gone. Especially if Obi leaves that party. The obedient movement that made Labour Party what it is or what it was 2023 will cripple that party. So the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has dismissed the chances of a successful opposition coalition ahead of the 2027 presidential election, as reported by Daily Post. He says, the coalition is built around Atiku's ambition, and that kind of plan cannot succeed. So Atiku's greed is going to make the coalition not work. They did not believe that Atiku has a lot of influence. I'm telling you, a lot of influence in the next election 2027. Like I said, if Atiku don't become president 2027, it is almost finished for him. Would he want to contest 2031, where it's almost 80 years? 80 years and above. Won't they play the politics of we need a younger person, we don't need old people? So it is dying minute for Atiku. If Atiku does not utilize whatever he needs to utilize to win the next election, it is over for him. But the problem here is that it is Southerners' turn. That is how politics is. It's not emotions. It is Southern Nigeria's turn to complete 8 years. Since we have decided to support that system of North, South. When it is Northern people turn, they were shouting high heavens, North must complete 8 years. We are looking at them. It is Southerners' turn. It doesn't concern me whether it's going to affect an Atiku. If that coalition they are bringing together does not produce a Southern president, my brother, you people are gonna. Let Tinubu continue. See, Tinubu is manipulating the system for his own gain. And we are here. He knows that the power does not really belong to the people, because the people have sold themselves cheap by not taking actions. You see, when somebody wants to do something, you say, let's go. You go. If you're having a mentality, something is wrong in Nigeria. Have you not heard of one man that will trigger a lot of people? But an average Nigerian will want people to gather around him for him to have the mind to protest against bad policies that is affecting him. Come out and protest. Come out and take actions, decisive actions over your destiny. You are waiting for a crowd. That means you are not convinced or you are not convicted that you need to do that. There's a reason for you to do that. If you are convinced you don't need a crowd, you can be the one that will spoil a lot of, that will trigger a lot of Nigerians for revolution. But because the people are docile, Tinubu will manipulate the system in his own favor. So Southern presidency. Now, he explained that Peter Obi will not agree to support a project where Atiku is the main beneficiary. So all the problem are Atiku now. Wike, through his aide, reminded Nigerians that Obi was Atiku's running mate in the 2019 presidential election under the People's Democratic Party, but the partnership did not continue after they lost. Since then, Obi has moved on and contested under a different party in 2023. Now, according to Wike, Atiku is reaching out to Obi for a united front against President Bola Tinubu, but he believes that it is unrealistic to expect the two men to work together. He questioned how Atiku and Obi would agree on a single presidential candidate. Now let's look at other reports. I don't really value the person of Wike. But what he's saying makes sense. Atiku's greed for a coalition would not make it possible for them to have a presidential candidate, which must be a Southerner. Obedient people are saying it must be a Southerner to challenge Tinubu's candidacy. Let's look at another report. Now, we are ready to join Atiku and P2B coalition. Nigerians will soon hear more about it, NNPP declares. The new Nigerian People's Party has expressed readiness to join a broad political coalition with former Vice President Atiku Abubakar and Labour Party's P2B to challenge President Bola Tinubu in the 2027 general elections, as reported by Punch. The party has maintained its support for coalition talks since the conclusion of the 2023 elections. Please, let us stay one place. Let us know where we are going to. See, you people are wasting time. If you people wanted to even come for a coalition, like I said, no be P2B get Labour Party, no be them form Labour Party, no be Atiku form PDP. So if you are coming, you come as individuals with your individual supporters. Okay, you leave. You collapse your structure from the PDP. The PDP still stands. You come for a coalition. A coalition, what will you now call the coalition? Under which party? Under which party are you going to call the coalition? See, and there's many things that are happening. I just think these people are not serious. You come from, PDP are saying that we are not going to join any coalition. Labour Party say we're not going to join coalition. Thanks to the handiwork of Tinubu. So you are leaving the party, come to have a coalition. Under which platform? Is it the SDP? Is it the SDP? Hey, so you people should understand that the damage caused by the APC on opposition parties, man, is getting serious. Oh. It's getting serious. At the end of the day, we may hear that these guys have no option. They have no option than to just allow this game played by APC move on. But I know an Atiku we want to do everything possible to become a presidential candidate under any coalition. But will it be possible? Obi no agree, because Obi is not a boy. Then Obi can be a boy, but now Obi is well qualified to run as a presidential candidate. What does it take even to run as a leader? Like I started as a leader in Nigeria, what does it take? You that are watching me, what does it take? If they carry money, give you somebody is SSC school leaver, we get money, they build house, they build road, they build hospital. That is what a chairman will come and put, a chairmanship local government candidate will come and print posters, put everywhere, carry mic, put canopy, start singing up and down. Because he wants to build road, want to build school, want to build hospital. That is leadership for you in Nigeria. Like I said before, no matter. So P2B has the same qualification, even not much more than any northern candidate to become Nigeria's president. So with all this dilemma and debacle, I don't think that the opposition can be able to run against a Tinubu. See, I'm looking at facts, I'm not looking at emotions. Deep down, I want a P2B to rule Nigeria. I know if P2B becomes president, he will have issues with this establishment, the corrupt and criminal establishment. They may want to impeach him, but let him enter there and expose them. There are so many things that are hidden in Nigeria that we don't know as people, as human beings, as Nigerians. There are so many things that are going on that we don't even know what is going on in our country again. Different stealing, different. You see, like I said, for you to bring governance to the people, you must ensure there is justice, fairness, and equity. That is good governance. That one ain't be governance. It is not coming to say we are going to start building this coastal road. We are going to start building this airport. We are going to start building this Ajokuta steel. That is what all these leaders have been doing over the years. And yet we are still at point zero. Groundbreaking. When it was Ambassador's turn, groundbreaking. Every month you hear groundbreaking. You reach Yadada turn, groundbreaking. You know, get Jonathan turn, groundbreaking. Buhari turn, groundbreaking project. Tinubu turn. It is not groundbreaking that bring dividends of democracy to the people. It is fairness, justice, and equity. It is not by planting division amongst the people that they start fighting themselves that you become a good leader. No, it is fairness, justice, and equity. Look at Umahi. Umahi built airport. Nobody used airport. And it makes sense. And they say it's the best governor. Infrastructure. You build airport. You refuse to build the people. You build different things. And these things are just there. Looking at. People are suffering. Go to the airport and see how people are sitting on the ground and eating and making. They are even holding church activities in the airport. These are the leaders you have. That is why Tinubu can control the system. Because you have people that are maybe because they know that Nigerians are myopic. And the ones that have sense, their voices are not too loud. If their voices are too loud, they use the police, they use DSS to harass them. That is the country you find yourselves in. That's what I've been saying till now, till tomorrow. I don't care if you like be fighting Igbo and Yoruba. We need to change the system. The system will not work. It will be Fulani turn today. It will be Hausa turn tomorrow. Yoruba turn today. Kabibo turn tomorrow. At the end of the day, the people, whether you're Igbo, Hausa, and Nago suffer. The elite will not suffer. The elite will never suffer. Now Nago suffer. Those people that are spewing bigotry, now Nago suffer. Whether you're Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, now you go to suffer, they go. And the elite themselves, they will enjoy the go. This system has to change. Because if we continue like this, no show. Nothing is going to change. So as it is now, Tinubu has captured everything. I just explained to you how everything, Tinubu don't turn everything into his favor. I will say till tomorrow, I don't like Tinubu. I don't support him. So it is my right. I know you cannot give good governance. So if you're angry that I don't like Tinubu, I don't know what is your problem. I don't know what your problem is. May God help Nigerians.